Howdy folks, Monty here in Las Vegas, Nevada. So you thought, he got the rulebook, so he's going to be talking about the rulebook from now on. No, I needed a Friday night enjoyable White Dwarf. And nothing beats 111, which is a classic White Dwarf because it introduces certain dwarfs into space. That's all I'll say with regards to this thing. Well, yes, it does have the West German amount on it, so yeah, interesting stuff. Back when the Deutschmark was currency. Anyway, so here we have issue 111. Ooh, look at this. Plastic, fantastic space dwarves. They were pretty fantastic, but not really with the diversity that I like, but, you know, it's still a good option. And yeah, worthy of opening a magazine too. We're dealing with March 1989. We're jumping all over the place. I'm going forwards, I'm going backwards, going in all different directions. Anyway, Brian Ansell, Matt Connell, Graham Davis, David Gallagher, Jarvis Johnson, Nigel Stillman. That's a very classic Jarvis Johnson right there. The editor is Phil Gallagher still. Is Phil Gallagher? We've got David Gallagher. I wonder if he's related to Phil Gallagher. These things are always, you always get that sense with regards to Games Workshop. It's all in the family. Anyway, so we have Culture Shock. What parts are interesting? Squat Spot, Ryan Ansell and Nigel Stillman. Wow. That's what we're moving towards, folks. We have referees, Blood Bowl. Various other exciting things in this issue. And more heavy metal. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. I just love these little vignettes into the World Games Workshops. Look at this. When blister packs just reign supreme. I'm not sure if any viewers can remember that. Certainly leave in the comments if you have favourite blister pack memories. I certainly loved going through large bays of blister packs. Look, they would do a special photo to show what the bays of blister packs are like. Can you imagine such a thing? Contemporarily, I think it's always impossible to imagine. I mean, you still get rows of blister packs with regards to other manufacturers now, but Games Workshop, no longer, unfortunately. That opportunity is gone. But can you imagine, look at the Realms of Chaos section. Just Realms of Chaos. Anyway. Speaking to the choir here. Nigel Stillman and Rick Pleasley looking very pleasantly at playtesting Empires. Look at this Culture Shock. This is a favourite issue of mine. I'm going to be probably unnecessarily verbose through this. I think it's that Steve Jackson with regards to Fist. I'm pretty sure it's that Steve Jackson. Oh, they have the US dial code. First in the US. Dial 540 Fist. Anyway. I'm hopefully not the only one amused by Fist. Anyway. So we have combat cards. Oh yes, I've got to go through combat cards. I've got them literally at arm's length. In fact, I have a series of combat cards in a series of different places. The plastic craters. They were around for only a very short amount of time, but certainly a classic. Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. Things coming on that. Dark Future, White Line Fever. Love that image. A pig-faced man. Oh, we've got so much good stuff. Look at this, finally. Realms of Chaos. 2 bumper books. Slaves of Darkness and the Lost and the Damned. This was the time to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. This was the time to be alive. Here we have War Dancers, of which I have some of them in my collection, as you have seen. Just beauties, beauties. Rough Riders. Yeah, this is a favourite issue of mine. Graham Davis outlining the Rough Riders. Look at these horses. Rough Riders training. Oh, look at them, painted with old school Imperial card. Look at them. So many dynamic poses. Well, probably 3 poses, I think. Just different paint jobs applied. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. White Shields, Rite of Passage. Look at this. Here are the various horse parts. I guess you glue different horse parts together to get completely different horses. But look at these. You've got legs, and then you've got upper torsos, and then I guess you glue the arms onto. On the battlefield. Look at these beauties. And now we get to some Blood Bowl fouls. How to foul. Gosh. £5 off. Dark Future, £5 off. Adeptus Titanicus and Blood Bowl. Those were the days. Birmingham. Have I been to the Birmingham Games Workshop? I don't think I have. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The chickens. The chickens have come to roost. Look at this. Greater Demons of Siege. Are these not the most beautiful models ever? Ah, the two-headed one. I love the two-headed one. Oh my goodness. I'm sure you can probably still occasionally find these things on eBay, but they're just beauties. Just beauties. And of course, we've already discussed my particular likeness with regards to... So notice it doesn't have any of the flails or any of these bits and pieces. You need to get a later, perhaps, a later version of the Great Unclean one to get that. Look at this stuff. Ali Morrison. Ah, just beauties. Look at this one. We've got the one spewing forth snakes. Or probably maggots, actually. Space Dwarf Warriors and Mercenaries. Here they come. Look at them. Look at them riding along. Oh my goodness. Always a fan of the masks. Look at this stuff. What are they fighting here? It looks like orcs. But it looks like, yes, definitely orcs. Living Ancestors. Love the Living Ancestors. You can go back and see my video on the squats that I own. They're not all the squats I own. I do own other squats that were painted incidentally by folks such as Fred Reed. But it's a squat army that I think Oscar Lars painted for me. Oh, you've got to love these. The Imperial Guard body armor and stuff. Living Ancestors. Oh my goodness. It's a beautiful picture. A beautiful picture. I think I own this picture actually in picture form. But yes, just great. They're firing this way, but they're being attacked. Also from their backs. Oh, I love this. Riding the bikes, riding the rhinos. So nice. Looking around, pointing. Here we go. So these are squats which are just bodies with plastic limbs that you glue up and attach weapons accordingly to. Look at these Guildmasters, beauties, such beauties. More squats. You can't beat a squat with a plasma weapon of some description. Oh, here we go. We've got Rough Riders. Do we have squats here? Maybe, yes. We've got squats and Rough Riders here. We've got, love the use of the melter. Very good. Oh my goodness. So this is a full army list for squats. Beauties and, oh, Adeptus Mechanicus. There she is. There's the squat groupie herself. Only in this section. Living Ancestor, Guild Bike Squats, Commissar, Tech Priest. Oh yes. These are some beauties. You've got to love the Commissar in with the squats. And here we go. Here are Living Ancestors and bikers, and basically, but you need to glue on arms. Heathguard, but yes, missing arms. So my Living Ancestor is that one. Maybe I've got some of the warriors as well. I'm not sure. Squat in Exile armor. Ah, Adeptus Mechanicus, Squat, Tech Priest. You have Chain Fist. I think this is epic related stuff, I'm pretty sure. War Dancers, brief content for Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. Ooh, love a War Dancer or two in Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. Look at this. The line art here is particularly good. Kind of swirling. Looks almost like ballpoint pen line art, potentially. All this detail here. Ah, wonderful. I've forgotten this section was in this one, but it's pretty hard to not forget the word. Sorry, it's pretty hard to think of anything else but squats with regards to this issue. So all this stuff is good, but just secondary. Oh, look at this, Tide Turning. Tabletop Guide to Fighting Chaos by Alex Cheek. Interesting. This is a classic image right here. Oh, so we have some epic stuff coming through. Look at this, more off tokens. Do you need to use them in particular places? Or no, maybe it'll work. Oh, it's their t-shirts available. November. Interesting. So here we have Craters. Crater size, wonderful. Gold Demon Awards 1989. Limited edition t-shirt designs. Oh my goodness. These are some beautiful t-shirts. I can't imagine why Games Workshop doesn't continue to make these. I mean, obviously they have the, well, they've had, I don't know if they still do the covers, but White Dwarf covers, but look at these. Look at these. Pete Taylor, here's Pete Taylor himself. And here are some of his amazing paint jobs. Champion of Nurgle, pair of squats, painted in Imperial Guard colours. It's Legion damned with skull, flame motifs. We've got John Blanche's section. More beauties, mainly epic beauties. In fact, all epic beauties on this side. But yeah, well worthy. Do we have some squats at the end? No, we don't. We've got a games link for those that need and I think we pronounced that in the last issue. I'm not going to try and pronounce it again, but yes, still catering to the other. Look at these squats, some Space Marines versus. Oh, these are favourites. This one's a favourite. These are good. Oh, this one's a favourite of mine as well. Various greenskins coming through. This really is the perfect time for squats and greenskins. Anyway, I've got a few more White Dwarfs to cover, so I'll throw it in the feed as I do more. Tom Barberley, Las Vegas, Nevada, signing out.